Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a challenge that, let's be honest, trips up just about everyone: spelling. But don't you worry, we are going to break it down and make it easy, maybe even a little fun. Okay, let's get right into it.
All right, take a look at this word. Just look at it. Go on, try and say it out loud. Floatinosinehelipilification. Whoa. It's a beast, right? Now, can you even begin to imagine trying to spell that thing? It looks completely impossible. And here's the funny part. It actually means the act of thinking something is unimportant. But learning to spell isn't unimportant at all. And yes, it's a real English word, I promise you. By the time we're done here, you are going to have the exact tools you need to take on huge words just like this one. So why do we even care so much about spelling? Well, the thing is, one tiny little letter can completely change what you're trying to say. And this is the perfect example. Dessert versus desert. Just one little S makes all the difference. I mean, it's the difference between a delicious cake and a whole lot of sand, you know? Getting those little details right is absolutely crucial for clear communication. Now, if spelling drives you crazy sometimes, you are definitely not alone. The biggest problem is that English just isn't always spelled the way it sounds. We can't always just sound it out and hope for the best, which of course is why we make so many mistakes. But here's the really good news. This is something you can totally fix. You can absolutely become a more confident speller. We're about to walk through 4 simple but really powerful methods that are going to make a huge difference. Okay, let's jump into our first tip. This one might be my favorite because it honestly feels like you're training your brain to be a better speller without even really trying. And get this, what's the time commitment? Just 10 minutes. That's it. Just 10 minutes of reading something, anything, in English every single day. So, how does this actually work? Well, it's pretty simple. Every time you read, you're seeing words spelled correctly, over and over and over again. All that repetition basically trains your brain to just know what looks right. It's like you're building a mental picture of the word. All right, on to method number 2. This one is like a little magic trick for those super long, intimidating words that just look scary. So let's take a word like information. Instead of trying to tackle it all at once, just break it into smaller, bite-sized sounds. You know, the syllables. Just say them slow. In-for-may-shun. When you write down each little piece, the whole word just comes together. Easy. And this trick works for almost any long word you can think of. Celebration. Unbelievable. And yep, you guessed it, even our old friend from the beginning. Floatinosinehelipilification. See? Once you break it down, it's not so scary. It's just a little puzzle. Our third tip is all about being strategic. You see, some words are just tricky. They trip up everybody. I'm talking even native speakers. The key is to know which ones they are and face them head on. And here are some of the usual suspects. Look at separate. That A right in the middle gets people all the time. Or definitely, which has that sneaky E in there. And of course, the whole I before E rule is famous for being tricky. It works for receive, but then you have words like friend that totally break the rule. You just have to memorize those. So the only way to really nail these words is through practice. Seriously, make a list of the words that always get you. Make some flashcards. Say them, write them, and just keep reviewing them. It's that repetition that's going to lock the correct spelling into your brain for good. And now for our 4th and final tip. Let's have some fun with it. Learning doesn't have to be a chore, right? You can actually get way better at spelling just by playing games. There are so many great free apps out there that are literally designed to make learning feel like a game. You know, apps like WordTrip or Wordscapes. They're full of fun puzzles and little quizzes that test your skills without any of the stress. And once again, we're not talking about a huge time commitment here. Just playing for 10 or 15 minutes a day is enough to really sharpen your skills. You'll be surprised at how fast you improve. So if you only take one thing away today, let it be this. Becoming a great speller is not about spending hours and hours studying until your head hurts. No. It's all about small, consistent practice every single day. A little reading, a few tricky words, a quick game, it all adds up. So now I'm curious, think about it for a second. What is the single, hardest, most annoying English word you've ever tried to spell? Let us know. Thanks for watching.